Negros Occidental, also known as Occidental Negros or Western Negros, is a province in the Philippines located in the Negros Island region. It occupies the northwestern half of the island of Negros, with Negros Oriental comprising the southeastern half. Bacolod City is the capital, seat of government and the most populous city of the province, but is governed independently as a highly urbanized city. Across the Panay Gulf and the Guimaras Strait to the northwest is the island province of Guimaras and the province of Iloilo on Panay Island. Known as the Sugar Bowl of the Philippines, Negros Occidental produces more than half the nation's sugar output. The primary spoken language is Hiligaynon, and the predominant religious denomination is Roman Catholicism. With a population of 2,497,261 inhabitants, it is the most populated province in the Negros Island region, the second most populous province in the Visayas after Cebu and the eighth most populous province of the Philippines. History. Negros Island was originally known to the natives as Buggles, meaning cut off in Old Hiligaynon. When the Spaniards arrived in April 1565, they named it Negros because of the dark-skinned natives they found. Two of the earliest native settlements were Binalbagan and Ilog, which later became towns in 1572 and 1584, respectively. Other settlements were Hinagaran, Bagad, Mario, Mamilan and Candigan. Ilog was made the first capital of the province in 1743. This was later transferred to Himamalin. Bacolod became the capital in 1849. The island was divided into Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental in 1890. The two provinces were briefly united as an independent republic of Negros, with Bacolod as the capital on November 27, 1898. It became a protectorate of the United States until 1901, when the republic was dissolved, with the two provinces annexed back to the Philippines. During the succeeding decades between 1901 and the 1930s, Negros Occidental was under insular government of the United States of America, as with the rest of the country, and later under the government of the Commonwealth of the Philippines. Economic growth continued, especially with Philippine sugar having a part of the U.S. market. The socio-economic life of Negros Occidental from the 1950s up to the 1980s depended, as before, mainly on the sugar industry. Negros del Norte was created from Negros Occidental on January 3, 1986. Its creation was declared unconstitutional on July 11, 1986, and was abolished on August 18, 1986. Towards the end of 1987, the overall economic situation showed a positive upturn. The campaign for agricultural diversification had been gaining momentum, paving the way for more landowners to invest in prawn farming and high-value crops such as fruits, vegetables, livestock and other cash crops. Investment's upswing became apparent by 1988. The participation of the industrial sector accelerated the consumer-led economic growth, and development manifested with the increase in sales of consumer goods and byproducts. Today, Negros Occidental remains one of the most progressive and largely developed Philippine provinces, in large due to the profits from the sugar industry but also due to diversification in other fields. Negros Occidental was separated from Western Visayas and transferred to the newly created Negros Island region along with Negros Oriental in 2015, when President Benigno Aquino III signed Executive Order No. 183 S. 2015. Geography. Negros Occidental is located in the western side of Negros Island, the fourth largest island in the Philippines, with a total land area of 7,802.54 square kilometers. If Bacolod City is included for geographical purposes, the province has an area of 7,965.21 square kilometers. The province is approximately 375 kilometers long from north to south. It is bounded by the Visayan Sea in the north, Panay Gulf on the west, Negros Oriental Province and Tanon Strait on the east and Sulu Sea on the south. Negros is basically volcanic, making its soil ideal for agriculture. 80% of all arable land is cultivated. The north and western parts of the province are largely composed of plains and gentle slopes. A mountain range lines the eastern part of the province, forming the basis of the border with Negros Oriental. Canlaon volcano, which is partially located in Negros Oriental, rises to a height of 2,465 meters and is the highest peak in the Visayas. Demographics. The population of Negros Occidental in the 2015 census was 2,497,261 people, with a density of 320 inhabitants per square kilometer or 830 inhabitants per square mile. If Bacolod City is included for geographical and statistical purposes, the total population is 3,059,136 people, with a density of 384 per square kilometers. Most residents are of either pure or mixed Austronesian heritage, while a minority have foreign mixed ancestry. Residents of Negros are called Negrenses. Negros Occidental is predominantly a Hiligaynon-speaking province by 88% because of its ties with Iloilo. However, the cities and towns facing the Tanon Strait are Cebuano-speaking by only 20% due to the proximity to the island province of Cebu. Sagay City and surrounding places, which are facing both Iloilo and Cebu, speaks a hybrid language composed of Hiligaynon and Cebuano. Filipino and English, though seldom used, are widely spoken and used on both sides of the island for educational, literary and official purposes. Negros Occidental is the second largest province in terms of population in the Visayas after Cebu, having the second largest number of congressional districts and the seventh largest in the Philippines based on the 2010 census. As of 2010, the population of registered voters are 1,478,260. Religion: Christianity in the form of Roman Catholicism is the predominant religion in the province, followed by 85% of the population. The remaining faiths are usually divided by various Protestant faiths such as Alipayun Church, with 10% of the population, making it the second largest Christian group in the province. The members Church of God International also having big presence, while Baptist, Iglesia Ni Cristo, Methodist, Church of Christ of Latter-day Saints, Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Adventists and other evangelical Christians are also established in the province. The rest of the non-Christian population are adherents of Islam and Buddhism. Culture, arts and people. Negros Occidental has long been a center of culture and arts. The wealth brought about by the sugar industry made sure that the Negrense principally enjoyed an above-average standard of living. Sili City, to the north of the capital of Bacolod City, nicknamed the Paris of Negros, is the cultural and artistic center of Negros Island region. It has 30 heritage houses declared by the National Historical Institute, most notable of which is Balay Negrense. It is also the hometown of national artist of the Philippines for architecture Leandro Locsin and international mezzo-soprano Conchita Gaston. This blossoming in art was due to the economical importance of the area during the Spanish era. Negros became probably the most Hispanized and pro-Spanish area, due to the enormous investments of Spain in the sugar business. Another famous treasure of Negrense art heritage can be found in Victoria's city. Within the confines of the Victoria's Milling Company, in its chapel, is the world-famous mural of the Angry Christ, painted by artist Alfonso Osorio, scion of the Osorio family who owned the mill. The Negrense's joie de vivre is manifest in the various festivals all over the province, foremost being the famous Mascara Festival of Bacolod, Pasalamat Festival of La Carlota, Bales de Luces of La Castellana, and Pintaflors Festival of San Carlos. These and other local festivals are featured during the Panay Negros Festival, staged every April at the 25-hectare tree-lined Panay Stadium in Bacolod City. Dubbed as the Festival of Festivals, Panay brings together the 13 cities and 19 towns in a showcase of history, arts and culture, tourism, trade, commerce and industry, beauty and talent, as well as games and sports. Negros Occidental is rich in structures and buildings that are remnants of a once affluent lifestyle. The Palacio Episcopal, San Sebastian Cathedral, and the Capitol Building are popular landmarks. In most towns, steam locomotives that used to cart sugarcane from the fields to refineries attract steam engine enthusiasts from all over the world. There are also impressive churches all over the province, both built recently and during the Spanish era. Media, modern communication facilities, as well as radio, television and newspapers, are available in the province. Most are provided by dominant national players in the industry like PLDT, Globe Telecom and the subsidiaries. For television and radio, the major providers are Network Giants ABS-CBN, GMA, TV5 and CNN. Cable TV provides access to BBC, ESPN and other international programs. National and international newspapers are available on the same day of issue in Manila. Bacolod City is noted for being the home of the Negros Summer Workshops, founded by multi-award-winning filmmaker and Negrense Pec Galaga. Founded in 1991, Workshops has long been training students from different parts of the country who wish to learn courses in filmmaking, acting, writing, and more. Some of its alumni include actors in mainstream Philippine show business. Negros Occidental has also been used as a setting and location shoot for various films and television shows, most notable of which is the 1981 epic horror Plata Mata. Recent films that were set and filmed in Negros are Liga Fliam, Namits, and Everyday I Love You. There is one regional newscast program in Bacolod, TV Patrol Negros, Sports. Negros Occidental has produced a large number of athletes that have achieved success in both national and international circuits. The province is also well known for hosting national and international athletic events, which has given it a reputation as the sports capital of the Philippines. Football. Negros Occidental has a long, entrenched history when it comes to football. The first ever Filipino to play in the European football circuit was Bacolod-born Manuel M. Chazura, who joined FC Barcelona from 1905 to 1915. The Panay Stadium in Bacolod City has been a venue for national and international athletic events, such as the 23rd Southeast Asian Games men's football and the 2006 ASEAN football qualifiers. On February 9, 2011, the stadium hosted a match between the Philippines national football team and Mongolia in the 2012 AFC Challenge Cup qualification with an attendance of 20,000 people. Bacolod City has been christened as a Philippine football city for its patronage of the sport in the country. A few members of the Philippine football team are from Negros. Most notable is goalkeeper Edward Sacapano, a native of Bago City, Tating Pasilan, and Jinggoy Valmayor of San Carlos City, and ace striker Joshua Beloya of Bacolod. Negros Occidental has its own football association, Negros Occidental F.A. It works under the Philippine Football Federation as Provincial Football Association for the Negros Occidental area. The Negros Occidental F.A. sends a team to represent the region in the yearly PFF National Men's Open Championship and PFF National Women's Open Championship. In the 2011 season of the PFF Suzuki Cup U23 National Championship, the Negros team were crowned as champions, where they defeated the fierce football rival Iloilo in the finals. Negros Occidental is also home of the 2013 PFF National Men's Club Champions Series FC, who represented the province in the said tournament. They battled UFL Cup champions Stallion in the round of 16 and won 1-0. They battled 2012 UFL champions Global in the quarterfinals and also won 1-0 in the semi-finals. Series FC topped KO with 3-1 scoreline to enter finals of 2013 PFF National Men's Club Championship. Series FC eventually won the 2013 PFF National Men's Club Championship trophy after they beaten the other finalist PSG with 1-0 score. Boxing aside from hosting sporting events, Negros Occidental has produced many of the nation's finest athletes, particularly in boxing. The likes of 1923 World Flyweight Boxing Champion Francisco Guerrero a.k.a. Pancho Villa, current WBO minimum weight champion Don Inez, 1970s WBA World Junior Lightweight champion Ben Villaflor, all hail from Negros Occidental. It is also notable for producing Olympiads, silver medalist Mansueto Velasco in the 1996 Summer Olympics, his brother Raul Velasco, who in turn won a bronze medal in the 1992 Summer Olympics. Golf. Bacolod City has two major golf courses. These are the Bacolod Golf and Country Club and the Negros Occidental Golf and Country Club. The city hosted the 61st Philippine Airlines Interclub Golf Tournament and the 2008 Philippine Amateur Golf Championship. Caratado. Bacolod City hosted two major Caratado championships, the 1996 Philippine Caratado Federation National Championship and the 2007 20th PKF National Open. Both tournaments were held at the LaSalle Coliseum of USLS. The tournaments were participated by hundreds of karatecas all over the country. Basketball. Bacolod City hosted the 2008 PBA All-Star Weekend. The city is also a regular venue for the Philippine Basketball Association out-of-town games. Another major sports team in the past is the Negros Slashers, arguably the most successful team of the now-defunct Metropolitan Basketball Association mixed martial arts. Bacolod City and its neighboring towns and cities is home to many mixed martial arts competitions, including quarterly fights hosted by the Universal Reality Combat Championship. Economy. Known as the Sugar Bowl of the Philippines, the sugar industry is the lifeblood of the economy of Negros Occidental, producing more than half of the country's sugar. There are 15 sugar centrals located throughout the lowland areas, the north and west of the island, stretching from northwest along the coasts of the Visayan Sea in Guimaras Strait. Among the larger mills are San Carlos, La Carlota, Bagad, Binalbagan, Cabancalan, Sigay, Sili City, Murcia, Victorias. Victoria's Mill in Victoria's City is the largest largest sugar mill in the country, and the world's largest integrated sugar mill and refinery. Sugar is transported from plantations to refineries by large trucks that use the national highway. A fishing industry is found in Cadiz City, and other fish ponds dot the province. One of the country's largest copper mines is located in Sipilay City. There also exists a cottage industry which produced handicrafts made from indigenous materials. Bacolod City is the center of commerce and finance in Negros Occidental. It has oil companies, factories, bottling plants, allied industrial businesses, steel fabrication, power generation, agribusinesses, prawn culture and other aquaculture ventures. It is also the business process outsourcing hub of the Negros Island region of the Philippines. Among the notable BPO companies operating in the city are Converges, Teleperformance, Teletech, Focus Direct International Inc., Panasiatic Solutions, Ubiquity Global Services and Transcom Asia. In 2012, a 2-hectare portion of the 4-hectare Palom Sports Complex was partitioned for the construction of the provincial government-owned Negros First Cyber Center as an IT BPO outsourcing hub with a budget of P674 million. It is located at Lacson Corner Hernaya Streets in Bacolod City and offers up to 22,000 square meters of mixed IT BPO and commercial spaces. Its facilities are divided into 3 sections: information technology, commercial support facilities, and common IT facilities. It was inaugurated in April 2015 in rites led by President Benigno Aquino III. The area was initially a residential zone and has been reclassified as a commercial zone as approved by the Comprehensive Zoning Ordinance. By 2014, Negros Occidental is the province with the highest income in all of the Philippines, earning an average of P3.332 billion. Infrastructure. Through its capital, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental is only 50 minutes from Manila and 30 minutes from Cebu by air. By sea, it is an 18-hour cruise from Manila and an hour by fast ferries from Iloilo. It is also accessible by sea inland trip from Cebu via Escalante City, San Carlos City and Domingo City in Negros Oriental. Travel from Bacolod to Domingo is only 5 to 6 hours by land. 7 airline companies, including Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific and Air Philippines, serve the province. 4 inter-island shipping lines call on 9 seaports of Negros Occidental. Bacolod City International Airport on January 18, 2008. The new airport was inaugurated in Sili City, 16 kilometers north of Bacolod. The new airport replaced the Bacolod City Domestic Airport. The new airport runway is of international standards and was constructed to facilitate future landings of international flights to serve the growing number of tourists visiting Negros Occidental each year. Cabancalan City Domestic Airport, a new airport designed to serve the general area of Cabancalan City. The airport will be the second airport in Negros Occidental, after the Bacolod City International Airport and the third airport on Negros Island region. It is located 4 kilometers northeast of Cabancalan City proper on a 100-hectare site in Barangay Hilimoynan. Completion of the airport is still undergoing. Road network and accommodations. All cities and municipalities are linked by an extensive road and bridge network stretching more than 1,500 kilometers crisscrossing the province, with 7 alternative scenic routes to the nearby province of Negros Oriental. Within the province, travel is also easy, comfortable and even enjoyable with air-conditioned and non-aircon buses and metered taxis. Car rental services are also available. However, the jeepney is still the most common means of transport among the towns and cities. For accommodations, visitors may choose from a wide range of about 67 hotels, pension and lodging houses and tourist inns. The better-known hotels are half.Bacolod Convention Plaza, Pajcor Hotel, and Business Inn, Sugarland Hotel, all in Bacolod City. Energy and water. The province has adequate power and water supplies. It is currently interconnected to the Visayas power grid, whose main sources of power are geothermal. Aside from its existing 170 megawatts capacity, Negros Island by the year 2006 has an additional 105 megawatts of locally produced power from geothermal plants in Bago City and Palanpinon, and from Bagas generation facility of First Farmers Sugar Mill. Ample water supply for household, commercial, industrial and agricultural uses is assured by 73,000 hectares of proclaimed and protected major watersheds, regular rainfall and 6 major river systems. San Carlos City is going to play a major role in renewable energy, as it will be the site of San Carlos Solar Energy Inc. It is a solar farm with an initial capacity of 13 megawatts in Phase 1, and a provision for an addition of 7 megawatts in Phase 2. It is intended to provide power to the grid throughout the year, at predetermined feed-in tariff rates set by the ERC. It is a DOE-approved standalone solar power plant consisting of approximately 52,000 modules. Communications and medical facilities. International direct dialing, fiber optic data lines and internet services are accessible in most areas of the province. Also, GSM, digital and analog cellular networks provide good coverage in Bacolod City and other areas, including international roaming. The medical and healthcare needs of the people of Negros Occidental and its guests are presently being met by 20 government hospitals and 10 private hospitals, as well as several city and municipal health centers, barangay health stations and daycare centers. Doctors, nurses and other medical personnel serving these facilities are not only competent but also very caring towards the patients. Banking, finance and accessibility. Banking and finance is likewise a thriving industry in Negros Occidental. According to the latest count, there are 389 financial institutions competing for businesses in the province. 149 of these are banks. Negros Occidental offers several advantages for those who are doing business in the province. It is strategically located near Metro Manila, Cebu and Davao, all major international gateways, with maximum travel time of only about 4 hours between the Philippines and its neighbors in Asia. It is equipped with major infrastructure facilities for easy travel and shipment of goods within and outside of Negros. It has information and communication facilities with connection capabilities necessarily for, among others, call center operations for business communication and transmission of data. The province has abundant water supply and dependable power supply. Modern healthcare facilities with medical services are available, as well as academic institutions.